Ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Colin Ulrich.
And I'm Rangru. Hello, hello, hello.
You're hearing our dulcet tones because it is that time again. It is Steel Division Normandy 44 with that league. This is the North American stuff, is it not, Rang?
Yeah, this is North America. We will be showing you today.
Indeed, indeed. So no, you are super excited for what the divisions are right now. So we are obviously going to be Carpiquet duelists here, but tell me all about the division over here on the left. I'm just as excited as you, but I need you to be even more excited. You got to give it to me. Give it to me. What do we have?
So on the left-hand side, we have Hypnochode, which is good name, playing as the SAS Demi Brigade, and on the right-hand side, we have rapidchicken, playing as everyone's favorite 17th SS. So first time we're seeing Demi Brigade in a class, and they are an interesting division with a lot of boited units, such as an A-phase Panzer 4, which we can see down south, one Panzer 4, and like A-phase that you can get, bunch of resistance fighters and infantry. They're very interesting because it's kind of like commandos, where initially early on it can be pretty tough because you're trying to make shoestrings into bloody like tight ropes, but you kind of have to make it work, and then C-phase you get saved by the Americans. Team America come in and kicks ass. But for this initial A-phase, especially on this map, the good thing is Hypnochode has Pak 40s, a Panzer 4, and a Panzer 4.
Which is going to be match up insanely well against that 17th SS as well, won't it?
Yeah, especially A-phase. I mean, you got that snug F8 up north, which isn't going to encounter the Panzer, but if the Panzer is up north, especially on such an open map, that's going to go great. The one problem, though, for Hypnochode is literally all of his infantry, except for maybe like one or two units, kind of, are all CQC specialists, really. And you're not going to have fun with SMG infantry on this map at all. So I don't know how the heck he's going to be able to deal with that, because that's really one of the big advantages, is inside a town, all you'll do is have a ridiculous amount of submachine guns that you can just submachine gun everything. But off we go.
Indeed, and actually one thing you were talking to me about was a very passive breakout, I would say, for about 2/3 of that Demi Brigade. One thing you and I were talking about when this first came out is that this is a very micro-intensive division.
Yup, because all your infantry is essentially SMG specialists, especially once you hit B phase. You have to use smoke to be able to get into range. For A phase, he does have those rallies, which are like a pretty much like a grenadier squad, but they have like a PPSH and like a Faustertraun, so that they're better. But it's just, you know, they're not like the bee's knees, especially when you're flying Panzergrens. But at least he's got 2-5 runs/runs.
That is certainly true. So, by the way, so Jedburghs, just want to get a quick look at those. So we have Thompson on those guys. You also have Gammon bombs, TNT, and smoke grenades. You see some other saboteurs up to the north as well. Still, like you said, very, very short range, very, very close in fighting. And I wonder if we'll see those rallies down to the south, or just more. Nope, more saboteurs.
Yeah, but I don't know how the heck. I mean, Hypno doesn't have to make like a huge offensive. I mean, it's a +1 right now, and once he hit B phase hits, he's just gonna have to bunker down and try to rev through that storm, because it's not gonna be a fun storm. But he needs to keep his Panzer alive, and I just don't know what he's gonna do with his infantry, because there's really not much that you can do with the infantry on such a map.
I am laughing a little bit, I have to say, just to see the fact that the Hotchkiss machine gun to the north. I'm sorry, go for it.
Yeah, I mean, that Hotchkiss is going to help. I mean, you can get another one of those. You only get like 2 in a card with 1 card. And you're seeing the recon plane. This thing's great because it drops bombs. It's a recon plane that drops bombs. They're tiny bombs, only like 23 kilograms each, but it drops them in packs of 2, so you got half a dozen bombing runs with a very slow recon plane. Can't really kill much, but it can stun stuff up, and that's always useful for stunning up an anti-tank gun.
Well, it's kind of funny, okay? I'm imagining this guy, like, throwing these bombs out the window, practically.
Like World War 1 style?
Yeah, exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
I can definitely see it happening. I mean...
Well, the 50-pound bombs, it definitely could work.
Yeah. I mean, does that thing even have, like, bomb?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think it does. It's just very tiny. Very tiny. And, you see, not much damage, but, you know, does a bit of stun up, which is all that really matters. And looking at Rapid Chicken, he's not going too offensive either. I mean, I think he's going to try to make a play up north with the Stargate Fade. But apart from that, you know, just very conservative breakouts for, well, it's rather open map, so it can be a bit scary.
And what's more than that, too, what would you say? Did you say that the 17th SS is a much more long-range division? So I'm not sure I would say that.
They do have... In B phase, it's going to help out a lot, because they got the Stug 4s, which is going to just outnumber the lone Jagd Panzer. And it's pretty fair back and forth between both. It's neither side's really going to kill the other. But he also has the IG-18, CSMG 42s. So maybe it's like, you know, even just Panzer Grens as well. If he was to try to make an infantry push up north with some Panzer Grens and fire support, he could probably take out ground because there's not really many areas for Hypno to take advantage of the CQC troops, as I keep saying.
I think we're going to be seeing some rallies. Oh, no, never mind. Excuse me. I want to see those rallies. Like you were talking about, I want to see them.
Yeah.
But instead we're seeing all of these recon guys coming in. Can you even say that name for Marquis Sards, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not even going to try and pronounce anything French.
But you're Canadian!
But,
maybe.
But, I mean, like, look here, he's got a Troveman recon squad, and he got 6 bloody submachine guns, and also 6 boat actions. I mean, boat actions are worthless, but 6 submachine guns, that's a ridiculous amount.
Yes.
That's a lot of DACA.
It is.
That's what, 18 HE?
Yeah,
18.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. We've got some rallies up north, but, you know, Panzergren not going to ride.
Oh, they're the rallies, okay.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
The PPSHs, the K98s, and of course they do have those MG34s.
Yeah, and the Falcatron to pop it off.
Yeah. I was also saying to you just before this cast started, it is nice for me to see finally some American divisions or Allied divisions thinking that there is something worth having Boy to German equipment for.
That's true. I mean, all else I can think of is like the captured Pack 40 and 6 Airborne.
That is true. That is true. Now, I'm also kind of waiting for the day we get to go and cast a Gross Paris game, or Gross Paris game.
Yeah, it will just be a huge bombing run. If everyone's figured out with Gross Paris that you can get like
a billion and a half,
a dozen bombers in 12 minutes, like proper heavy bombers, it can be pretty deadly.
That is true, and interestingly enough, I was taking a look at the bans in most of these games so far. We are seeing that getting banned out quite a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they just have a lot of units, and I mean, the infantry isn't like fantastic to be entirely honest, but I know I think the heavy bomber spam is really quite. It's a bit ridiculous being able to get a heavy bomber with good defensive armament as well as a pretty heavy payload once per minute, and it's not like you can just get like 2 or 3. You can get 9 of them. Like my deck, I have no fighters in my Gross Paris division. I literally just have 9 planes worth of heavy bombers, because that's all you need. That's all you need. You already got the AA to defend your planes. It's like 16 Luftwaffe in a sense, but more crazier.
I think we're going to see this Capture Pack 38 start things off here. I think he's in range, is he not? He is, but does he see him, I guess, is the question. He doesn't yet.
No. But both sides has been very defensive. Just, I mean, it is a very open map. People are very scared to attack, and
well, neither division are strong in this first phase either, though. Too. Let's be fair about that.
Yeah, but this is really just gonna play into Hypnochode's advantage, because once C phase hits, if he gets to C phase, American armor, lots of American armor, and it's definitely gonna help out against Rapid Chicken. Well, I think in Rapid, maybe to try and make some sort of rapid advance up north, but
I think he missed his chance to do that, though. That should have happened probably about 2 or 3 minutes ago at this point.
I mean, like a neighbor for up north, just stun all that up, and then attack. That'd be good. Do you want to go to a ×2 till we actually like see some action?
Sure. Okay. At 11:10, we're going to go. 2, 1,
go.
Because
this is. Has anything actually died?
Nope. Actually, and other than the bombing run on that Pack 38, nothing has died. The Lysander made it out okay, and yeah.
Wow, that's
shocking.
I mean, it's at a 0-0, so this is literally road to one tactics here. Both sides is reinforcing their lines, so maybe we're gonna see someone pop over the trenches soon. But
I think it's going to be Hypnochode. He is bringing the Lysander down to the south. And there's just not enough anti-air down there to stop it. So when those bombs start dropping, you want to drop it back down for a second? Because I get the feeling that we're going to see some action pretty darn soon.
Just tell me when you drop it down.
Yeah, sure. How about we'll do it at 13:05.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to 1.
Yep.
Alrighty. So the Lysander's already getting ready to start dropping rounds, and he's going to drop it right on top of the anti-tank gun. Meanwhile, to the north, Germans are not really making a big push, and...
He didn't even drop him, he retreated, because,
Well, he died.
Which... Yeah, you can't really do much when you go 175 kilometers an hour.
That's true, and even more so. Here comes now the ME-109 coming in. He does see the PaK-40 and rockets away.
Yeah.
Dang, that sucks.
That's a pretty good hit, yeah, but, he's not really gonna follow it up, so it's not really a big deal.
We are finally seeing a mortar coming on in. Do you want us to bet that it is the...
It's a 50 mil most likely.
You're right, because the 80 mil doesn't come in until Phase B, does it?
Yeah, and, I mean, 50 mil mortars, I love them, but it only has 700 meter range, and this is an open range map. You've actually seen some fighting down south, at least, with the rallies and half tracks making some, getting some kills.
And more than that, Spitfire's coming on in. He's going to start blowing holes in his P grens. He's charging P grens for that matter. It's kind of interesting to me to see the defenses that both guys have set up.
Yeah, I mean, it's really quite elaborate. I mean, up north for Hypnochode, it's like multiple lines rather than infantry.
I get the feeling, though, he's got those 4 squads ready to make a breakout. So this mortar's going to start firing down range, and you can see it already. Yeah, he's got 3 different smokes queued on up. This is beautiful. And here comes the kickoff. 3 squads getting ready to go.
It's going to be a ballsy maneuver, because... I mean, he needs to kill that Stark. That's definitely the big threat, yeah. But if he can just keep the smoke up, because that smoke is going to be the make or break for it, because it allows you to get in close, and once he's close... Rapid Chicken can't exactly do too much against Silver Realm and submachine gun firepower. And the
infantry mounted anti-tank. Let's not forget, like you said, those Faust patrons.
Yeah. Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, this is literally some road or one shit right here. You know, it's got all this infantry lined up, ready to go. You know, he's just gonna blow the whistle and they're all gonna charge.
Kind of funny thing, by the way, Jagdpanzer is trading shots with that PaK-38. And there's also an FK-18 shelling the front lines from the German side of things. This is very, very unique indeed.
Yeah, don't see those FK-18 draw too much. It's not my favorite artillery piece, really, because it's just so light on damage and...
Well, because it's not a sexton either, and I know how much you love your sextons.
I do love my 2-star sextons.
ME-109 coming right back in. He's going to try to rocket down that Jagdpanzer. I don't think that's going to happen, short of a miracle.
Nah, it's not really going to kill it. I mean, the rockets on the 109 aren't exactly anti-tank.
Very, very true. Now, there is a bunch of Germans that have moved into position behind the SSB smoke cloud. I think this actually is quite funny to me.
I'm guessing he got the Stormtroopers, yeah. I mean, the Panzergrains, that's not really a good idea, but the Stormtroopers... If attack was to come, the Stormtroopers would get like the ambers right on the other side, and it's
the mortars see him too, so he's just shelling them. Oh my gosh!
Was he trying to use the smoke?
Well, that's what I was thinking. All I was thinking is that he was trying to shift on up using that.
Yeah. And
now he's out in the open.
That's just ridiculous. But this is all falling to hit. Oh, have we seen the attack finally? There we go. You know, over the top into the breach.
And they're gonna fall to pieces too.
Yeah, I mean that PaK-40 and Stargate Fate is not gonna be good, as it's gonna stun everything up. But I think Hypnochode can just outnumber the PaK-40 and Stug. It's too much to shoot at.
Which is weird to say.
Yeah, it's too many targets. But
he does as a Spitfire.
He's dropping some smoke. Good. That's not good.
Well, Spitfire's down. He's out of smoke on his mortar. This P4 is coming on up, and against the Pack 40, that's not really going to be great for him.
No. I mean, he can like more to the Pack 40, but I believe he is a bit out of range. He bombs it instead, and that's going to be pretty good. But even then, at Stargate Fate, defensive position, 3-star veterancy, yeah.
Oh no, but we got about the Pack 38.
Oh yeah. Will he get a kill wheel? I don't see it happening. Doesn't have that veterancy.
Even if he stresses him out, I think that'd be more than enough.
Yeah. But the rallies are having a hard time making their way across the open field, and
well, they need to rally right now. It's time. You know, it's the time that tries men's souls. We got to do this. Got to go for it, men. And the great thing I would say about the SSB though is that these guys are all super cheap. We just get so many of them. It feels like.
Yeah. I mean, you got like I mean, you haven't seen them, but you get like a 15-point Bren squad that has like 2 sharp machine guns and like 2-star veterancy.
Well, we're gonna see a couple of them right now. It is, after all, this isn't a phase B. It seems like it just barely started. Pack 40 goes down, and the driver's wounded on that captured P4.
That's not good.
Nope, it is not.
But this is pretty optimal. I mean, it's only 5 minutes left till the American cavalry comes storming in, and Hypno's in a really good position.
And the Op Panzer did go down. Could not tell you from what. My guess is...
Oh, that's not good.
Actually, I can't even give you a guess. Pack 40's getting rounds from the FK-18 as well. There's that Strug, and I would not be surprised to see that go down the next couple of shots here as well.
Yeah, that's... If I was Rapid right now, I would just attack with everything I got. Because if you kill the Panzer 4, and you kill like the Panzer, there's really not much that can stop you apart from some anti-tank guns.
True.
Because those are like the only 2 units that are really kind of scary for SAS in an open field fight, and they're gone. So now would be a time to attack. But Rapid is he's taking his divisions like playstyle rather literally, and just being very defensive.
Well, it makes you ask the question: when will the Rapid Chicken cross the road?
That is very true. Or the airfield in this case.
Yeah, that runway is right there. It's a beautiful 50-yard line. Come on, this is you have to go now.
Gotta get the touchdown.
It's very true. Very
Want to
true.
go to times 2 again?
Sure. At 2010.
Yeah.
2, 1, go. Alrighty. Hopefully maybe we'll see a bunch of guys coming back in on Phase C. Of course, guys, we wanted to go and show you this new divisions. And perhaps there's just a poor map to kind of highlight the SSB because these guys can be absolutely beautiful to watch.
Yeah.
And here is that next lineup here. Chasseurs paratroopers coming on in. Oh my gosh, these guys are beautiful as well. These are just disgustingly powerful.
Yeah, all CQC specialists once again, but I mean, once C phase hits, this is gonna be beautiful for SAS. I mean, just the 76mm Shermans, the Wolverines, the half-track infantry. It's gonna really play into Hypnochode's hands, especially in such an open map such as this.
So all these P-Grants are shifting on forward. It's like, we've finished off one of them, as now they're gonna get blitzed by a storm of fire in just a second here. It's gonna be absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
Even just using the M1 carbines against them is gonna be crazy.
Exactly. I mean, that's pretty decent. Like, that's pretty decent damage, considering.
I guess maybe they don't even see him just yet. Furball down to the south. Couldn't tell you exactly what's going on. Tempest is getting hounded. He's going to go down. Germans are putting together a real attack. Starting to pound on through, but there's a 2 Pack 38s right there, ready to stopgap any push. You want to drop it at 23:15 for a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Slow down. All right, good. So the north, we are going to see P-Grants are shifting on forwards, and these chasseurs are getting pushed on back. There is a 25mm anti-aircraft gun that's not doing a whole lot to defend that particular position. And in the south, well, those poor saboteurs, they just cannot seem...
Get any shots.
Yeah.
But at least they're delaying, and that's what matters, because we're about to hit C phase, baby, and that's where things get pretty cool.
And pretty dicey for the Germans.
I mean, at least the Germans, I mean, for 17th SS, Stug 4s are pretty capable, especially in such an open map such as this.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, the point difference and this amount of firepower now that Hypno can just bring onto the field is going to be a bit difficult to deal with.
And despite the fact that the Germans have pushed back the SSB, at least in a minimal sense, their infantry's going to get bogged down with absolutely no way to get supported. And HE on that Strug is gone, too, so...
Oh, yep. And in this, like, you know, northern area, it's a real good CQC choke point, essentially, as these Panda Grenadiers are trying to get through and they just get submachine gunned and carbine to death.
Indeed. Indeed. So where's the Spitfire going? Spitfire's going to the north. If they can pick up these couple of German squads right here, that's actually the 3 squads, right? That's
Oof, that's gonna be.
Oh my god, and they're all grouped too.
The hat trick. Oh.
And that just screams surrender.
Yeah.
Take me, baby, capture me. You're the only side that can.
Yeah.
But they're not gonna do it.
He's gonna run away.
Well, to quote Mel Gibson from that timeless Western classic, Maverick, he who runs away lives to run away another day. I think that's what he said. It's a paraphrase, of course, but
yes, I mean that's pretty accurate. I agree with that statement 110%.
That's great. That's great. Actually, we're gonna see some rhinos down to the south in the meantime too. So, the beginning of the American cavalry is coming, and it is disgustingly good.
Yeah, I mean those 76mm Shermans are, you know, potent anti-tank weaponry, especially on open ground. He can get Wolverines. He can get Priests. He's got a lot of good options, but he has to attack, and yeah, is he going to be able to actually pull off the attack? That's really the better question here.
I think you can manage it. Now I am kind of interested to see this Pack 38. He's not. He says he can see something right now. He's holding fire. So to me, that says he's able to shoot. Oh, there we go. Driver knocked out in the P4. And that driver needs to start retreating, I would say, pretty quickly. He doesn't know the terror that is coming his direction.
Yep.
2 rhinos. Yeah, that doesn't like be beautiful at all.
Oh, and yeah, good strafing on the run 09, knocking out the pack, and that's really going to open up the south just for a little bit till the 76s get onto the field.
I get the feeling though, I do like your whole idea of putting a Nebelwerfer in, and you have to know that the SSB is going to go super, super heavy on the infantry. I mean, that's what they do.
Yeah, I mean, just...
But look to the north, there's like a dozen squads.
That's a bit overkill, I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to the infantry. I guess there's nowhere else to really deploy them, but I mean that's just naval ref central, right? Yeah, just like 2 naval ref for 40 runs, that whole place can just get surrendered by a single half track after the fact.
Oh, forget surrender. They can't surrender if they're dead.
That's also a good point.
Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 squads, 10 squads. All of them with anti-tank capability. That is terrifying to approach.
At the same time, they're anti-tank grenades, so...
Some of them are.
Some of them. I mean, yeah, some of them anti-tank grenades, which I just never have a good time with anti-tank grenades. But another British plane goes down, which isn't good because, you know, Demi Brigade's meant to be a pretty heavy airborne division, and they keep losing on their airborne assets.
That's also true. Now, there's a Strug 4 to the south. He's starting to take some rounds over here from this Rhino. And I'm amused because we see 2 of those command cars, which are literally like some gangster mobile, hunkering down and around with these huge Shermans.
Yeah, I mean, you know, just giving some light moral support. Just a Sunday drive with your tank buddies.
And to the north, it looks like the Germans are finally trying to get some sort of a push going here. Which I get, but I don't know if I'd be attacking at this point. I have the +1. Just hang back. But it does not seem that Rapid Chicken wants to do that. Now he's crossing the runway. Now he's trying to get to the other side.
Yeah.
And he's doing it just in time to have a command Sherman go the other direction, so this is going to get hideous real fast.
And even if he was to attack up north, just by God, just neighbor rough. I mean, they got an FK-18 for Christ's sake. If I was a neighbor ruffer, and it's even cheaper to get a neighbor ruffer as well. And the audience, the supply train, it would have just completely collapsed this northern area. Like, no joke. It would have done a crap ton of damage, especially the Pioneers coming in to finishing the job. But at least he's getting a few kills, because, you know, he has the fire support vehicles here. But, yeah.
I'm trying to think about how this Sherman can get some real power on the battle space right about now, and short of really exposing himself, he holds this road juncture, and that's about it.
Yeah, that's all he can really do. I wouldn't want to peek out against two Stugs, especially if one of them has 3-star veterancy. So, you know, just defend your ground, hope for the best, you know?
Okay, so you're you. What do? Do you go and try to charge the entire way across the middle part of the airfield at this point? Just rupture the center. You know both sides for your opponent are fairly strong.
But yeah, bugger, I'd probably do that, to be honest. Because you know the flanks are going to be most heavily, especially on a map like this. So get some 76s and just try to break through the middle with, you know, just some good fire support with Rag. But
he has lost one 176. He's bringing a third one in now, and the Germans are eager to reinforce their, let's call it, loose success, bringing another 4 squads to the north, but all of them are getting bogged down now. Like you said, oh my God, look at all that just semi-automatic weapons fire.
Yeah, that's just
absurd.
Not good, and he really just needs, like, just neighbor the entire bloody area.
Or bomb it. Anything.
Well, bomb it, just any sort of indirect. I mean, he has the FK-18, but that's not really enough. And there we go, Messerschmitt 109 run, perfect. Stuns like 3 squads, yeah. No hassle.
No ifs, no buts, and no coconuts.
Yeah, but the main thing is Rapid Chicken. Even though he's having a hard time attacking, he has that +1 point advantage. He's pretty comfortable right now, and I don't see Demi Brigade really making any real headway up north.
Now we are going to see the rallies shifting on forward, so I think this 232 is going to go down in a minute. Aligning, the stars are aligning, and the Patron is not being consumed.
Nope. And yeah, he's going to be forced to retreat because machine gun fire up the butt. Not fun to be shot at by machine guns.
Well, right down Main Street, you're absolutely right.
But really, it's just, can he make something happen down south? I mean, he has the tanks now. But even then, like, middle area would have been great because this is a literal open field. Oh, 1 Stug does go down. That's good.
Down to the south?
Yep, down to the south.
I was watching the duels to the north.
It's still a second Stug kill, and here comes 2 109s to do...
Driver's knocked out, another Stug is coming on in too. So, even if they just freak these guys out, there goes the command car too, that's still a big hit.
And we got some armored rifles moving through. Main thing is they do have half-track support. And, yeah, if you can kill that second Stug, he can definitely make some headway down south. Nice thing when fighting against 17th SS is the Panzergrens don't have Panzerfaust. So it's not too risky. And yeah,
Junkers.
Junker, yeah. That's gonna just make Allied infantry a bunch of junk in a second.
Yeah, as I say, those are death bombs right there. He just took out only took out 2 squads. Jeez.
Yep, and half-tracks rushing in, but they're gonna be exposed.
And not in any kind of cute way.
And this is just, you know, 17th SS. It's a very good defensive division, as you can tell. I mean, those Stug 4s are just deadly with a 1.2 kilometer range and like Tiger style armor.
Now we are going to see the Sherman up north. The command Sherman has been able to take out one of those Stugs. And the other Stug though is holding strong and is the upgunned Stug 4 as well. So ain't sitting pretty anytime soon.
Exactly.
This M10's coming to the south though. I kind of wonder, will that be worthwhile here? We are seeing the other Rhino is able to damage the wheels on the Stug, so they don't go round and round anymore. And now they're dead.
There we go. There's a kill, and now just by God, he needs to just make some headway down south, but he doesn't really have the infantry to do that, and it's just a little bit slow. I mean, he has to uproot all these Panzergrens and Stormtroop squads first before he can make any raw headway down through the south, and That's just going to take a little bit of time, and that's going to allow this other Stug 4 now to come in. It's probably going to die once again because there's 3 heavily armored Shermans versus like 3 heavily armored tanks versus 1 German.
Demi tank.
Yeah. So I just think it's going to be a little bit too slow for Hypno to really take advantage of his, American cavalry.
He is bringing in a couple of guys to mulch those grenadiers, though.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
The M16s with their quad mount.
And it's going to help a lot against those bombers that keep coming in.
That's also true, yeah. How do you consider that?
I just think it's going to be too slow. Even now, Hypno would need like a +2 advantage to really take a victory at this point in time. And I just don't see it happening, Ruth. Kind of how slow he is with this attack.
Which is a bit of a shame. Here they come. And the rockets just come back in, and that's just all she wrote. I think he knows that there is that Stoßtruppen right there, too. So he's going to be super, super cautious about trying to clear that first tiny little hillock. And with the Stug there as well, they're going to focus on that instead of aiming for the more necessary Stoßtruppen.
I think you can see the Stoßtruppen.
Well, now we can. One of his half-tracks just died, so they better be able to see it at this point.
By God, I hope it goes. If he can kill that Stoßtruppen, then here we go. And the Panzer grain goes down. And now the time he's going to be attacking with his tanks. Got some of the veterans, all the morale back. And is that going to be a Pak-43 down south? I think that's going to be a Pak-43 con.
Yes, it is. It's a Maltia, so that's the only thing that really comes on in with the 17 SS, isn't it?
Yep. And that's gonna, Pak-43 kind of kills literally everything. So, have fun with our tanks.
And see, and now he's got some more infantry moving on in half-tracks. But like we keep saying, this is the time that for me, I think, okay, at this point, move as fast as you can to the middle, and you just rush those hangars. There's been those 4 squads of infantry that haven't done anything this entire game.
Yeah, he just needs to essentially just half-track rush. Just even if he's half-tracks coming in down south, just rush him right through into that southern town area. Just try to capture some ground. I think his Pak-43 is really going to put a dent in his plan because he doesn't have any artillery. Well, okay, he is bringing in a priest, so he is on the ball. And he needs to get our Pak-43 down before he makes any progress. And it's just going to be a really tough attack because rapidchicken rapidly bringing up another Stug 4. And it's just slowing down Hypnochode from getting a fast offensive victory.
So, to be fair, I would say if he has about 5 minutes left, and even if he gets a +1 within about next, 90 seconds or so, I do think that could be enough. I don't know. I'm trying to work the math out in my head. And I'm not entirely sure.
It's 1 point a second, so
yeah.
He has. If he was to get a +1, he would get
850 seconds. Yeah, you're right. It's another 10 minutes. He's not going to get it just yet.
He needs he needs a +3 at this point to really take a safe victory. But I don't see it happening. Look down south. Everything's just stunned.
And everything's on top of each other too, for that matter.
Yeah. Yep, and I think the middle offensive, even though it's kind of scary going through, an open airfield with no cover, kind of benefits you when you're just trying to play the range game with your Shermans. Indeed.
Indeed.
And it's just getting bogged down south by all the buildings and just those small tree lines. It's just enough to block your line of sight, and it's just a pain in the butt. And as we can see, there's a lot of units down here, but it's not making much progress.
Well, and that's the thing too, is that we are seeing when one unit goes down, since they're so close, the other ones are just taking incredible amounts of suppression damage because of it.
Yep.
Which is so weird to think about it, that these guys are basically just partisans fighting here, as opposed to actual, regular fighters.
But these are the armored rifles, dudes. The Americans.
Well, at this point too, you're right.
Yep.
You're right.
Yep. But his point, I just fast move this half tracks just down the road and try to just stun up some stuff at least, because this is just it's a death ball, but the death is happening inside the ball, not outside.
Yes, sir. All this infantry just got cut to pieces. Okay, how about that 3840? We're gonna go to +2. Okay.
Cool.
5, 3, 1, go. Alrighty. And you know, you said it before too. You have to actually tip your hat a little bit to Rapid Chicken's air power on this one.
He has definitely helped out because he also managed to just deny Hypno from getting his rather ridiculous air power. Because SAS can get 2-star Tempests, really good bombers, but his Focke-Wulfs have really been on fucking point and just been shooting down any of the British planes that dare come out.
Very true. Now, we are going to see in the meantime as well that that last Rhino has gone down, so they are extinct for the moment. Oh, never mind. Here comes another one in right now. But there's an awful lot of dead skeletons over there.
Yeah, that's all. It's just a giant choke point. And it's not. It doesn't even look like that much of a choke point.
I
but
know.
my God, it is a choke point. And it just wasn't the best place to attack. Was not the best place to attack. And don't look up north.
I was just gonna say, well, the stroke goes down, yay! But
finally,
all those guys are just on top of each other. And now he's starting to drop rounds down. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it does look like it's going to be a very, very close victory over here for Rapid Chicken. So well done to him. I would have liked to have seen Hypnochode be a teensy bit more aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, he just picked that southern area was not the best place to attack. He really sort of just went through the airfield.
Yeah, and guys, this is just, I guess, a cautionary tale. This is when you allow a map to determine your strategy way, way too much.
Yeah.
We see a 55 right now. Actually, you see a couple of very, very light recon vehicles coming up to the north. That Panhard was it 178? Yeah.
Panhard, yeah. Some it's a pre-war French recon vehicle.
Ah,
it's actually pretty good. It's actually not that bad considering. I like using it.
Fair enough.
It's also a German captured vehicle. You've seen 352nd.
Well, if it's German, you can't go wrong there, right? So 17th SS pulling out the W.
Yeah.
I am stunned, shocked, and awed as now we see this huge mass of troops move over here together in a rocket run, just take everything out.
Yeah, this Stug 4 defense has been on point, and yeah, it's just rapid. It's been just good defense. 17th SS, good defense.
And this KD is not anywhere near as high as I thought it would be.
No, I mean, it's the average 1,000. But looking at the kills, losses, we got Naval Battery getting some stuff at the end, but nothing really too crazy for Demi. And looking at the history, first unit goes down actually 5 minutes in, so... And then it's one other unit goes down 9 minutes in, that's the plane. And again, it's not till B phase 13 minutes in when the third unit dies. And even then, it's just a half track, so... Very passive early on. It's like when you play Age of Empires and you do no cast. It's like when you do one of those matches.
No rushes.
Where you're not allowed to attack the opponent for 40 minutes. So you just build a bunch of castles and rules in the preparation for the giant army attacking your base. Yeah, it was this match. That was this match.
Kind of interesting to see. We thought the Strokes were just doing such incredible amounts of work. There was one Stroke, the Stroke 3 early on.
Yep.
That did beastly good. And then we had this Focke-Wulf who is just shy of being an instant ace.
And it's not even that's a fighter plane, goddamn it, isn't it? Yes, that's a fighter model, and it's killed a Pack 38, a Para. I mean, that's pretty good. The Stug 4s as well, the JU-88, the Pack 43. I mean, Pack 43 knocked down pretty much most of the American armor down south by himself. But yeah, I mean, it's bit of a tough map for Demi because we're infantry CQC and that's not really CQC, but at the same time he just got ready to choked down south and this was not a good avenue of attack. Even though it feels comfortable attacking on a flank because at one side of the map you can't get flanked by because you have the border protecting you. Sometimes it's best just to try to go right for the middle, get straight to the jugular. Even though you can get attacked on the flanks, you usually less stuff, especially on Carpiquet Jordis, because who would ever attack the middle?
Indeed. Well, guys, again, this, and we've said it now a couple of times tonight, so when both sides are all clogged up, go hey diddle diddle, and go straight up that middle.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I have nothing else to say here. You've covered everything I wanted to say and more. So
I'm good too.
Sounds good. So, folks, thank you for joining us for another one of the North American Division games. You know, if you want more Steel Division action, you know how you get it. You like, you comment, you subscribe to both of our channels, and you know what? We'll be happy to give it to you. But for now, I'm Conor Work.
I'm Rangaroo. Take it easy.